If you live in urban or suburban areas and you are luring in deer to your property, your garage, your porch with large amounts of feed to try and feed them to help them, you are not helping them. You are potentially giving them a death sentence. It's not love if they're gonna end up getting hurt in the long run, okay? I know people love these animals, and I see these people, or just tongue me, where people are luring them up into their porches and whatnot. And it's great to have these animals, but wild deer, truly wild deer, they need to stay wild. Truly wild deer need to have a healthy fear of humans and anything human related. Number one of the biggest issues is the bucks during the rut. Now, brother has his antlers cut off, but if you're encouraging deer to come up, especially deer with antlers, that is a recipe for disaster for a child, a person, or another animal to get hurt by these bucks. These guys are mean, and when they're in a food source where they want the food, they will attack without question, and you're only putting them at risk. And when one of these animals attacks someone or a pet, they most likely will get killed, and it'll be on you. In the winter, deer typically move less, so that way they're expending less energy and holding on to their fat reserves. Their fat reserves are what keep them healthy throughout the winter. If you're putting out a food source that's drawing them away from their natural territory more to go eat, they're using more of their fat, more of their energy to go eat this food. And you think you're helping them, but in reality, the amount of food that you're giving them is only restoring the fat that they had to burn to get to your spot and back. Not to mention, in those situations, you have the more dominant deer that are always going to get more feed, and the sick ones or the little ones that get less, those animals are using their fat to go get the food. They're not getting as much food. On top of that, they're getting stressed out because the adult deer are pushing them back. Stress kills deer. Those little ones or those sick ones, they're more likely to get hurt or killed. Even if it's legal in your state, you are teaching these animals to not be afraid of humans. And you may say that there's no hunting where you are, but guess what? Deer move. They move and they migrate. And you're teaching them humans are good. There's more of a chance for them to get hit by a car. There's more of a chance for them to get shot by a hunter, only because they're not afraid of people. Feeding large populations of deer, it spreads diseases. When one's sick, they're all going to get sick if they're all going to that one spot. Just because something in Tractor Supply says it's for deer does not mean it's healthy for deer. And a lot of the things that people I see feeding these deer actually isn't very good for them, and it's only going to cause them to get sick more frequently. I know you guys love the deer, but if you truly love these animals, especially if you live in a suburban area, let them stay wild. Watch them from a distance, but encouraging them to come up to your porch is just a death sentence for them waiting to happen. Please, I beg you, please, it's not cute when they die.